So this morning I'm over at Noise Bridge. It's a nonprofit organization. It's a makerspace. And what we've been doing over the last several months is separating the trash so that we can work with Ridwell. Ridwell is a company that comes by twice a month and picks up any of the plastic that's single layer plastic and multi-layer plastic. For example, you get little signs like this. I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but I hope you can. And it kind of shows you exactly what they will pick up that usually ends up in the landfill. Things like bubble wrap, air pillows, garbage bags, bread bags, Ziploc bags, and things of that nature. Even poly bags for those who might be involved with electronics. On the other hand, there's multi-layer plastic. The multi-layer plastic, reusable food bags, chip bags, freezer bags, ramen noodle packages, things like that. So these two things go hand in hand with what we're working with this morning, and that's one of the reasons we started to use Ridwell, is so that we can have less waste go to the landfill. So they also have additional things, things like threads. So of course, if you work with sewing or fabric or material, or even in your household items, you might be disposing of things like jeans and sweaters and that nature. Anything to do with threads, cloth, you can dispose of it and have a way where somebody else can reuse it instead of having to go to the landfill. So here we go. We've got our plastic film. We've got the multi-layer. These two are mixed. This morning what I'm going to do is wash the plastic, because of course this is a commercial industry space. Most people don't wash the plastic when they're here. They throw a lot of this stuff into the trash, and then we need to wash it before Ridwell takes it. On the other hand, we have a sewing room here, so of course the threads continue to add up when people are sewing or cutting their things for fabric, and any excess material they may have that's not going to be used, it goes into the trash bin. That being said, let's get started. Let's wash some plastic. What you can already see is the amount of trash that we've accumulated, which is not going to go to the landfill. I mean, we have 3, 4, 5 small bags of plastic material over the last 2 weeks, along with this bag, which came from the previous load. Anyhow, so there we go. What I usually do is I take a large can, I'm going to fill it up with water, put some common in there, and we're going to create some soapy water with a little bit of bleach. I'll post the URL, and what you have the opportunity to do then is go online and check out what Ridwell does, and you can find out what they do with the plastic, why the commercial business is assisting the industry and assisting those who, of course, trying to create less waste for the planet, all for a good purpose. This morning, of course, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I might show you some of the wash and things of that nature, but all in all, that's what it is. That's what's going to take place. We're going to get our Ridwell box, get it out here and get it set up. Let me show you what that looks like. There it is. This is your Ridwell box. You'll receive this at your residence or your commercial business, and then the day Ridwell's going to pick up, you're going to go ahead and put all your bags in here, and any bags don't fit in here, you're going to put them on top of here, and then your Ridwell delivery pickup driver is going to come by and scoop up your cloth bags and any excess orange bags that you may have. They make it really simple on their website. They also remind us of when they're going to come the day before, which is really great. And they also do other things. They have things like the featured item. So what that's going to do, of course, is I believe once a month they have a featured item. You can also switch your featured item, for things like light bulbs and other things like that. So it's pretty cool because they'll come by and pick that stuff up and figure out something else to do with it besides throw it in the trash. So good news, Ridwell, check it out. Here's an example of what it should look like. This is our threads bag, pretty much full. That's great news. So we're gonna go ahead and send that off to Ridwell this morning. And for those of you watching, I'm hoping that you go ahead and take the time to look up Ridwell online and take a look and see what their features offer. I think this is for a good cause, and I think all in all here, this is San Francisco, California, They could use things like that in the big cities like New York and San Francisco, Miami, places like that. I mean, the landfill space is very minimal. It's minimized compared to the amount of people or individuals that are within those cities, and creating less trash is going to create for the better planet life for the next generation. So today, here's what we're sending off to Ridwell. This is the end. In the end, this is going to be all of the things that aren't going to go out to the landfill. We've got one really large orange bag of the single layered plastic, another small bag in the cloth bag up top there, plastic film, multi-layer plastic, as you can see down here, and in the back we've got that bag of threads. So this is it. Just trying to do a little bit more for environmental services and saving the planet. Go Ridwell.